saw a article in the Cape Cod Times, a very small article, and asked if you were Irish, interested to get together with other Irish descents. And I responded to it, and I spoke with Carol Shea, and we started out with a small group of getting together and just passing around at each other's houses. And then from there we started our membership drives and see what the interest was in the Cape Cod area. I kind of dragged my wife into it because I didn't want her to see her sit home and miss all the fun. So I kind of volunteered her to come in and sit with us and sell tickets or whatever we were doing for get-togethers.
I saw the same small ad, and I wanted to respond to it too, and my sister said, "Don't answer that, it's a dating scam." But I did, and that's when I met Mike and Carol Shea, and Bob and Sandy Bag, and everyone else, and we started it from there.
There was a Sons of Erin in Westfield, Mass. that I'm a member of. And we took that name, but it also added, obviously, Cape Cod. So that's where the name came from.
2005, we started the club, and we actually rented down the street here. We rented a small little restaurant that was down there. We rented it on a each year renewable with a 3-year lease on the building. And not sure if we could even do that until we started doing our membership drives. And a lot of the Irish places around here helped us use their facilities for gathering information. The original Irish Village that was down the street, we used to sit in their back room trying to, get membership to be interested in it. And we asked that everybody donate $5 or something like that for newsletters with a mailing address so we could keep on going like that. Oh wait, we moved into here and we bought it as a whole, everything here, plus the lot next door, which had an old lawnmower bike shop over there that we tore that down to make for more parking. We had one of our fellow members, Jack Hines, who kind of negotiated on this building who was closed. This was originally a steakhouse. And we wound up buying this building. Just prior to us coming in here, it was called the Flying Pig. And it was supposed to be a restaurant that never opened. He brought all the stuff in and he never opened the doors.
There was a lot of equipment and things up in the attic. And Mike wanted to start over new. He wanted to get rid of everything. So he was up there throwing things down, and I'm down here picking them up and bringing them back up.
Really, Bob loved the popcorn machine
when
he
in
had
the
here.
dumpster. Yeah,
And when he was gone for a couple of days, it disappeared. I think Janet Baldwin took it, threw it away. Janet Baldwin and Mike Shea threw it away.
Yeah. Oh, now you've admitted it,
Yeah.
right on
Oh,
here.
yeah.
It was on a Labor Day weekend, so our liquor license was en route. We had no idea what we were doing at that point in time.
As a matter of fact, when we applied for the liquor license, we didn't know that you had to serve food. That was a stipulation. You had to serve food, and we said, "What the hell are we going to do?" And then we got Sharon. Sharon was actually our first hire in the kitchen. And she, whatever she came in and as now, whatever they're putting on the menu tonight, that's on the board, that's it.
I remember the first night that I bartended, and I bartended by myself because these people, you had a meeting or something. And I was behind the bar, so I was doing really good, and Mike came over to see if I was all right. My husband came over to see if I was all right, and I was fine. But the thing was, it was a little nerve-wracking because you don't know if these people want to join, you know. And I never actually, well, I was never a bartender till I came to the Sons of Erin. I always wanted to be one. So.
And she won't put a figure eight on top of the Guinness.
We couldn't find anybody. We didn't know anybody, really. At a couple of our meetings, or one in particular that I remember, at the old village when we were doing fundraisers and whatnot, Dave Hickey played for us. And Dave has probably been with us the longest of any musician that's still playing here.
Dreaming in the night, I see a land where no one has to fight. Waking in your dawn, I see you crying in the morning light. Lying where the falcons fly, they twist and turn in the rare blue sky. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood on your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood on your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Thanks very much.
This is my homeland, the place I was born in. No matter where I go, it's in my soul. My feet may wander a thousand places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. But my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Loved all the characters and especially like there's great memories of people here who have passed now, like, you know what I mean? I think it's been what, 15 years or so, is it? I'm not really quite sure how long it's been going. A lot of all the characters have passed on, you know what I mean? And it's just we've never gotten to know those people, you know what I mean? And the stories they told us and stuff in their lives, and rich lives, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, that we wouldn't otherwise know, to be quite honest with you. And I think that's for me, that's what the club is.
Comments that people make, you know, just unsolicited about what a warm and friendly place and how many nice members they've met. And, you know, a lot of people will thank us, saying, you know, thanks for starting that club because, you know, we've met so many people through it.
Got me thinking, and after we had been open for a while, Mike Lavelle, the member, has been here. and everybody knows him. He came in one day and talking about meeting people. He didn't know anybody. He was down here, and he said, you know, whenever I go out today, get gas, go to the post office, go to the market, whatever, I always run into somebody and we say hello to each other and think for a minute, and well, we met at the Suns. And that told me it was working, because Mike didn't know anybody. As most of us didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we hardly knew one another.
It's become a
You know.
family rather than a restaurant just sitting on the corner someplace. It's where now some of our kids are involved in some of the things.
It's not like you would come into the bar and sit down and nobody will talk to you. Because, you know, they always say hello. And you just start talking to them and, you know, where are you from and how'd you come into this? It was a learning experience, but it was fun.
You can come here alone and feel safe and welcome.
Trouble is non-existent. It really is. We've had a couple of incidents, but, you know, in going on 18 years, it hasn't been bad because the members themselves quell it. They don't let it go. I mean, it's their club. It's everybody. It's not my club, Bob or Sandy or Janet's. It's everybody's club.
People volunteering we do cleanups, spring cleanups and fall cleanups. We got somebody who steps up and does the golf leagues and golf tournaments. They do horse races. Anything that gets a group together, they're in here, and they volunteer.
We've had a couple of trips to Ireland.
Yeah, we've done several trips to Ireland with a group of us and had great times. Nobody got thrown over the cliff or more or anything
Someone
like that.
almost got thrown over the cliff, but
It was a
I won't
toss-up.
say
We
anything.
wouldn't let Mike Shea and Ceili get too close together on the edge because we never knew who was going to go over.
Whoa! That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Sandy.
I know.
We would have held hands.
When we first started out and we were trying to figure out how many people we need to make this club go, and we said if we get 500 people, we'd be golden. And,
Oh gosh, we had started with 3. We
Yeah.
thought 300 was a lot.
yeah, we jumped from 3 up to 5, and we said, well, 5, you know, we'll kind of cut it off and see how that goes and see if we can get the attractions there. And it just went leaps and bounds from, 7, 8, and then we got up to 1,000. After we hit 1,000 members, we says, just let it go.
Never expected it to be what it is. Never.